Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about sky burial practice, which is normal in Nepal and some part of Tibet, but shocking fact to rest of the world. Please watch till last. I am sure you will like to know about uncommon burial culture which is still on practice. Subscribe the channel if not yet subscribed to get first notification of such new uploaded video. Burial practices vary greatly across the world, influenced by cultural, religious, and environmental factors. Some common burial practice like in-ground burial, cremation and ash burial, water burial. The body is placed in water, either directly or in a vessel. Tower of silence. Bodies are placed on elevated structures, where they are exposed to the elements and scavenger birds, emphasizing purity and environmental preservation. Tree or scaffold burials. Bodies are placed in trees or on scaffolds above ground, keeping them away from animals and closer to the sky. And there's another kind of burial called sky burial. Have you ever heard before? We're hiking to a sacred site where this ceremony takes place. It's an isolated area, surrounded by stunning natural beauty. The air feels heavy yet peaceful as we approach the place where life and nature meet in the most profound way. The locations of sky burial practiced in Nepal, Muastang, Dolpu Resign and some part of Tibet and Mongolia. These diverse practices reflect humanity's varied approaches to honoring life, death, and beliefs in the afterlife or nature. In Nepali and Tibetan culture, the body is seen as a vessel, temporary and impermanent. After death, it's offered back to nature, feeding the vultures, who are considered sacred beings, helping the soul transition to its next life. Sky burial, also known as jata, is a traditional Tibetan Buddhist funeral practice observed in remote Himalayan regions, including areas of Nepal such as Upper Muastang and Dolpu. This practice is deeply spiritual and reflects the Buddhist philosophy of impermanence, emphasizing the transient nature of life and the interconnectedness of all living beings. It's not just a ritual of death, it's a celebration of life and the interconnectedness of all living things. Sky burial has been practiced for centuries, particularly in regions where geographic and environmental conditions make traditional burial or cremation difficult. The arid, rocky terrain of the Himalayas often lacks sufficient wood for cremation, while frozen or hard ground makes digging graves impractical. This led to the development of alternative methods like sky burial, which aligns with Buddhist values. Sky burial reflects this belief by treating the human body as a temporary vessel for the soul. Once the soul departs, the body is seen as an empty shell, which can be offered back to nature to benefit other beings. By feeding birds and scavengers, it completes the natural cycle of life and death, returning the deceased to the ecosystem in a meaningful way. A specialist known as a rogyapa, body breaker, performs the ritual. This individual is trained in dismembering the body and preparing it for consumption by vultures. The rogyapa is respected for their spiritual role in facilitating the process, despite the physically demanding and emotional nature of their work. Before the burial, the body is cleansed and wrapped in white cloth. Family members may perform prayers and chants to help the deceased's soul transition. The body is then transported to a sacred, often a mountaintop or high plateau, which is considered closer to the heavens. Upon arrival, the rogyapa cuts the body into pieces, starting with the limbs and working towards the torso. In some cases, the bones are crushed into powder mixed with barley flour, sampa, to ensure smaller birds can consume them. The ritual is performed with precision and care, accompanied by prayers and chants. Vultures, particularly the Himalayan griffon, play a central role in sky burial. Although the ritual is largely handled by the rogyapa, family members may observe the process from a distance. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this touched your heart, let me know in the comments, and let's keep exploring the beauty of diverse cultures together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unique cultural experiences. See you in the next adventure.